Hi everyone, this is Roberto Sasalado. This is my daily dumpster briefing, and I am not a clone. How does he talk? Yo, what's up? It's Bobby Sauce! Too much? Okay. Today in the news, everything's fine. Don't worry, y'all. I can say whatever I want here. Absolutely anything I want. Great. This was most definitely not an attack on our ability to speak. Oh my God. Don't tell anyone, but my second cousin's boss's best friend's uncle, twice removed, was a Navy SEAL in 1963, and he has access to secret documents. I saw that. Yo, just a heads up to the 746,000 people in my DM and around the interwebs that are theorizing all of these things that they do not validate, that have been passed down by people that cannot validate them. Just a heads up, if your explanation for why you think something is going to happen is, well, I believe it, and if I disagree with you, I'm being negative and or not being part of the plan, bro. Just a heads up, saying you believe it is not validation that it is real. Maybe you should not say that, or I don't know, just don't tell me about it, or also maybe I don't know, don't post about it, because it's just muddying up the waters of what could otherwise be lots of truth with a lot of hot brown. Whatever, bro. Bobby Sauce is a hologram anyways. I heard it on YouTube. Trust the plan. There's a totally secret, top secret plan that the greatest country the world has ever known is supposedly in jeopardy, and that plan that is going to supposedly foil the greatest deception and greatest takeover of the greatest nation in the history of time has been found on Twitter and Instagram and 4chan. And this great plan, this great scheme, this grand deception somehow made it to us average jabrons and wasn't, I don't know, kept super secret, top secret in a place because it's about to do the most significant thing to ever be done in the history of time, but it's on Twitter. And for absolutely everyone that is asking me, I hope that stuff is true. I hope you're right. I really do. I hope you're right. I hope that I hope that it's inaugural whenever, and ballpark flies in on frickin' Blackhawks and SEAL Team 29 that we don't even know about, rappels down from the helicopters and rounds them up, dude, and all of the greatest enemies ever just get sent to frickin' Gitmo. That would be great. I would love that if they, in fact, are doing the things that are suggested that they do and have done. That would be great. I hope that that happens, and I want to believe it, and you could say that I believe it and I have faith in it, but I don't know, bro. Maybe. Because I am ready for the greatest story to ever be told to unfold in front of my eyes, but I just want you guys to know that I'm trying to make sure that my anus is loose, because if they got the juice and they're coming to pound my caboose, I want to know that I at least kind of maybe expected it, you know? Because I, for one, try to prepare for both sides of a situation. I think that's what anybody who considers themselves prepared and ready would do. So if I'm sitting there on Jan 1 and it's just like, Joey Basement, and everyone's like, I don't want to be like, bruh, wait, bruh, where's the Blackhawks? Bruh, trust the blind, bro? Because in my journey and in my paths of research, I have found a whole lot of stuff that seems like it could be right, that seems like it could be true, that I was patient and trusted and it didn't come true. And it's just like, yo, wait. And then I had an epiphany the other day where I was really stressing out on this, and I was really bummed out, stressed out, and I'm just like, wait a second. And I'm not going to tell you what I specifically saw that made me kind of reconsider, because I can't even say the person's name because everything is fine. But I'm just like, wait. If you could slip one by and give me one piece of bad intel, then what else could be bad? Could it all be bad? Could most of it be bad? Because the answer is yes, it could. And there's been a lot of times that even the smartest of folks can be foiled by things that seem right but actually aren't. And it's like, don't worry, it'll come out in a week, and then it just doesn't. And what I see as a problem and really a potential issue going forward is that you have to be able to validate intel, especially before you share it. And research is important, but you don't want to just share things without being able to validate it or validate the person that validates it or the institution that validates it. So all I would say is, going forward, and as we progress into this theoretical situation that may or may not happen, I just want everybody to remember that truth is important. And I would wager that the vast majority of what we're hearing that seems right, that you could draw a connection of how it could be right, probably isn't. But on the other side of that, probably like 5 to 10% of it really is true. And the problem is that stuff gets blocked and muddied up by things that are not. So we all have to do better. We all have to do better. We have to be able to validate things and validate their truth. And at the end of the day, just not get stressed out by things that are kind of out of our control. So what I would encourage each and every person to do is stay alert, keep researching, don't share things unless you can personally and independently validate them, and just pay attention to the sources that are giving you one piece of intel and how those things prove to be true over time. Make a mental note of them, or a physical note if that makes sense to you, and just keep a record of what's right and what isn't, because these are going to be extremely important going forward, especially if you're going to get emotional, and even more so take action based on that information. Because what is absolutely certain is that what is going on right now, as it relates to this thing and what comes out of your mouth and what you write and say and post, that is really bad. And what's going on with the red, it's like you can't, flagadocious and the whatever, you get it. That stuff's all bad, and a lot of it is true, and a lot of the why are people not there, and why are people not on Earth anymore, and wait, I saw all these videos on things that show that that's not what it seems. All that stuff is true if you can see it with your own eyes. It's just there's a lot of truth, and I hate to break it to you because you already know, it's really bad. But despite all of that bad stuff, just know that life is good, the world is good. As I've said before, it's important that you take care of yourself and your mental health, and it's gonna be all right. It sucks and it's really bad now, but again, the good guys win. Look at history, the good guys win. Peace, love, and prosperity will prevail. We got here. This isn't the end. It's never the end. So just be patient. If it's stressing you out, watch something funny. Go rewatch my videos and just relax and try not to get overworked by things that are out of your control. And just be prepared for either situation or either scenario to play out. And it may not be what you think. It may be, but it may not. So just be mentally and physically prepared for both options. Because here's what really matters in 2021. Your health, your mental health, your BS meter, aka your ability to identify mistruths when they come across your face, and your finances. Being able to protect and insulate yourself for a downturn in the economic climate. Make sure that you get your money right, your mind right, your body right, eat healthy, go outside, turn your BS meter on, stay alert and aware, and take care of your mind. Whatever, bro. Trust the plan, bro. And what I think is important, and maybe unpopular, is to not have hatred for the other side, to not have hatred for those that may or may not currently and objectively be winning the battle right now, which is sad, but to not harbor hate for them, and to instead try to figure out how to build more strength on your stack of opinions, on your perspective of what the world is. Because you can be a positive force or a negative force. It's yin and yang. Which side are you on? Because it's never over. This is an ongoing battle. It's yin and yang. It's the duality of life. And you have the ability to put in a positive or pull out a negative. So make your choice. What I know for sure is that there's a whole lot of smart people out there. And what I know for sure is that things change. The winds blow, the tides come in, and the tides go out. And absolutely nothing is permanent. And the ability to make a change starts with you. You can do it with your voice. You can do it with your actions. You can do it with spreading the truth. And what I know with absolute certainty, based on my travels, based on this account, based on all the things that I've done, is that there are a lot lot of people that are really patriotic, that care a lot about this country, that care a lot about freedom. And at the end of the day, as long as we can spread that cause, the cause of liberty, self-reliance, sound money, small government, as long as we keep pushing that narrative, then it can win, and it will win. So keep fighting the good fight. Keep fighting for America. Believe in her, believe in yourself, and we're going to make it through this and every other challenge to come.